Hey guys, and welcome to the revival of Situational Awareness. Last time the Situational Awareness series was live, it focused on one situation. But I am instead going to focus on a good bunch of games by me, and either my mistakes or what I see my teammates doing wrong. Like right now, 2 tier 8 premium tanks are holding the line against a tier 9, 8 and 2 10s. That is very wrong when we have an E100 right behind us and we have a Death Star plus 2 medium tanks sitting up in the northern B0 corner. We're going to take a look at what they can help with in just a second, but right now we're going to focus on what's happening right here. I'm in my IS-6 and currently me and Nitrix, who is in his mutant, are holding back these guys. They're not advancing on us and we don't know why. I'm going to whiff a shot there because the tiger shoots me in the face and I'm going like something like that, especially that last sound. But yeah, 3 minutes and 10 seconds had to go before an E100 finally joins the battle. Okay, so the good parts about this, if there are any, is that I'm angling my IS-6 really well. As we can see there, a Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger is bouncing its gold shells on me because I am just angled that well. But let's see what this Death Star can see. He can help against nothing. Right now he is worthless. So if you ever get the Death Star, please, for the love of God, don't go to a position where you can't help at all. This is a very situational position. The enemy has to push all the way around the north side. Well, also, there's 2 tier 8 medium tanks sitting up here doing nothing as well. But as we can see here, Nitrix is taken out by a Type 59 flanking. And I go down and I whiff a shot. Very bad shot there. I should have gone into sniper mode, seen that I couldn't hit him before he got away, and very bad shot. Also very bad shot. So take your shots instead. And I just pinged that Death Star once more and called him worthless because he's done nothing but kill one scout. A scout! He killed a scout! And he's fired no other shells this round. I get up here and once again I whiff a premium shell. If I had made this count, he would have been dead. Because I'm going to penetrate him this time, and therefore the damage would have been enough to kill him. But instead I'm gonna get hit by his gold shells and then Artie in the face. So what can we take from this battle? Okay, first up, E100. 3 minutes and 10 seconds before you join the battle. If you're tier 10, you are the pushing force. You have to get to the positions where you are most needed. Again, most needed. You might have a good position here 1 out of 10 games, Mr. Death Star, but you have no way of getting away from this spot ever. You will get shot trying to get away from this position. I can only hope he realizes this. Aim true. Aim true. Aim true. Aim before firing. I didn't aim at all before taking these 2 shots, and I have no idea why, because this guy would have been dead. From that shot up there where I missed to this shot, he would have been dead. So aim. But let's move on, and we are moving on to an ELC game. And there's an IS-3 up there. I can shoot through the rubble here, and I'm attempting to get a shot on him, but that was the front of him. So a pretty, I wouldn't call it risky, just a pretty dumb shot in general, but you can take those shots when the game is this fresh. There's like only 3 minutes gone, and when you get shots like that right in the side of the ice, then it's fine. I'd rather attempt to penetrate him from the front than not try and penetrate him from the front and just sit around and wait with my shell loaded. But then I'm thinking, should I go for that SU-100? In my mind, I'm going no, because I know there's people on the bridge, and I know there's people up north, and I know that this SU will spot me for all of those guys, and I'll be in quite a big danger. But I go in anyways, and he is down to a very low amount of HP. I decide to stop here and let him push me over the edge. That is mistake number 2. I shouldn't have, because as we can see now, the shots are going to rain down upon me. And I'm dead. Very bad there. But even though I think you guys can see what I did wrong there, we're going to take it one more time. Even though you might think it's a good idea to go and take out something that is alone here, you don't know if it's alone. And I didn't know if it was alone. There could have been something down there with it. But if he's going to spot me, he's going to spot me for his entire team. The north is going to see me, and the east is going to be able to see me. So going here, overall, a very bad idea. Second mistake was clearly letting him push me off the edge. I could have easily outmaneuvered him and shot him in the side, thus killing him, but instead I was like, I can sit down here, he's giving me no damage. And as we can see there, shots are already falling on the far side up there, and then I'm just dead meat as I roll down here, and I just sit down here and die. But let's go to a match where I don't just mess up all the time. Well, I'm gonna mess up a few times, and I'm going to tell you when and where, so you'll know exactly what High Flyer does wrong. But as we can see here, T-32 and Jagdpanther exchanging some shots, and the T-32 going back down. This is a mistake by him because his turret is insanely strong, and he could have sat there and just taken shot from them and not getting hurt. Instead, he decides to poke up right now as I am taking a huge gamble with going around this bend because no one of their heavy tanks has gone up here, which was a little peculiar to say the least, but we are now in a pretty interesting hull down standoff with them because they have a T-32 and a T-29, a Tiger and a Löwe right here. And I just tried to track the T-32 there to keep him up here so everybody else could do damage to him, but he moved a little bit forward and I ended up hitting his very strong hull. And now we're in a stalemate, so instead of just sitting here like the Jagdpanther and Jagdpanther 2, I quickly look at the minimap, and a Tiger 2 is in a very bad position, so I go over here and just wait for him, because it looks like he's moving forward, and yes he is, but I was just a little too slow at getting there. But it looks like he's moving to the west. Let's see, I'm just gonna stay here because nothing's going to happen right now with the Löwe and the Tiger. And the Tiger 2 does decide to go a little bit too much to the left, and I finish him off. So a quick glance at the minimap told me that something was going to be able to get hit in a very short amount of time. And here's where I failed a lot, because this dude has a quick rate of fire, and I missed my first shot because I didn't aim fully, and I shot the ground, and then I only hurt him a little, and then I thought, I'm not going to take another shot from him. That's just dumb, because 600 HP, 640 HP is 2 shells from a T-32 or a T-29. So I am not going to do anything that'll get me below 640. The Löwe peeks up there, and I decide to track him. He doesn't fix his track, and I get out there again and punish the hell out of him right as he gets his tracks fixed. And then he uses a repair kit to fix it, which is a little weird. Tiger peeks up, I take his track as well, and Nitrix, oh, he's getting flanked by a Rheinmetall. I quickly realized this as he said it. But in situations like this, you can't hesitate. You have to react immediately, and that's what I do. I immediately react, and I'm already on my way there before he even says that he needs help. And the Rheinmetall disappears, and that just shows that he's a little bit scared of Lars's or Nitrix's gun, even though he can kill Nitrix in the next shot. I decide to go over here. He hasn't spotted me. I spotted him, which is a little funny. He pokes out, and I get a shot right in his gun, which is so vulnerable to any shells in the entire game. You saw how much damage I took from I can't remember the name. It was like a cheap something, very low. I think, yeah, a tier 6 Japanese tank took 660 damage or something off me, which was just crazy. And I'm just telling Nitrix to just look at that dude, and I'll keep this side clear. And that's what he does. and the Rheinmetall pops up because he thinks that Nitrix forgot about him, and boop, dead. And now we're once again at quite the stalemate because these guys are still hull down. So I decide to take a last peek over here, just a little bit here, and the T-32 is spotted down there. He's gonna come up a little bit. Oh no, T-29. Very nice, gets a shot into him, and he's not gonna poke up anytime soon now. But the T-32 is, but I can only hit that left track of his, and don't even bother with taking that shot. Don't even bother. I'm gonna take a look and see if I can hit the top of the Löwe, but no, can't. So I am right now. I'm telling Lars that we're just gonna leave the hill now. We're just gonna leave the hill, and they're going to think that we're still here because we're not gonna tell this plan to the Digamax or the Hellcat up here, and we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave because if we can get down there and help against the IS, the T-25/2, which just got killed, and the Su-100, then we're going to be in a lot better position than the enemy team, and they are going to have to come to us if we start the cap. So that is the plan right now. And while we're going down, I'm telling Lars to stay as far to the right as possible. As you can see here, I'm telling him to go this way around, because if they look in this direction, they have a line of fire and will spot him leaving, which is bad. But he does it perfectly, and we are now on the way down to help out our buddies with the IS-3 and the Su-100. IS-3 has taken some damage, so I will be able to take him one-on-one if it comes down to that. I'm hoping it doesn't, but I could. And, well, our 110 is full HP, which made me quite happy. Quite happy indeed, because that just means that our chances just skyrocketed. Our win chances. And the IS is already facing the 110. And if you... This is one other thing. You have to learn the maps. You have to go all over the maps. You can't only go one direction all the time. You have to find out what suits your playstyle the best. Which direction suits your playstyle the best. And when you have tried everything, you'll know that over here are trains. And you can shoot underneath this while the enemy can't fire back. And this IS-3 has no possible way of firing back at me, so I'm just gonna sit here and shoot at him. He could have gone around there and fired at me, but he already had a ton of enemies. And right here I am hiding behind the Tiger II wreck if someone was still on the hill able to see me, because I was able to see him. So just a little quick precaution there. And then I'm going to the Digamax right now, because if he is left alone, he could be killed really quickly. But yeah, this is all about relocating and making the enemy think that you are still in one location by leaving, just suddenly leaving, and just letting them think that you're still there. They will have to poke up like, oh my god, are you still there? That was a silly shot, by the way. Are they still there? Are they still there? Because Nitrix was in his 30 and just looking at them from a very nice position. They would have to aim for some time to hit his lower glacis, while he already would have been aiming at their position. So when they finally decided to go up, he would have gotten a shot straight into their faces. And yeah, that would have been a bad deal for them. So they would be very cautious going up there, and that's why we haven't seen them in so long. I'm gonna peek out here, take a shot at the Löwe, and then I'm just gonna back off, and oops, the T-29 is spotted all the way over there. That was actually Nitrix spotting that. Far, far away. A little weird, but yeah, now we know where that guy is going, and I'm just going to go straight into the middle, because I'm gonna show you that in just a minute, because the rubble is just my size. I'm gonna aim this way, just in case the T-32 has gone this way. He didn't. T-29 spotted through some windows, And as you can see here, the rubble at the fountain is just my height to hide me, just a little bit. T-32 pops up and I take a very lucky shot straight into him, and he's taken out in one shot. Just gonna hide here until my reload is done, and then the T-29 is gonna get the same treatment. And as you can see there, he missed. He shot right above the fountain, the stuff right there, the rubble, and he missed because my hull is so very low. Nitrix is coming from the right, and I'm saying, you got him, take him, boom! Yeah, very nice. So let's go over some of the most important things about this game. First up was definitely not just sticking around here, as nothing was able to be done about these guys, and just finding other targets elsewhere, because both the Tiger 2 and this Cheeto was open and ready for some damage, as I was ready to deal it because nothing was going to happen with the other flank, because people who are in hull down position is not a very good thing to try and fight against. And then we definitely have this very idiotic move. It needs to be highlighted because I took 3 hits from him and around 300 and something damage. So stupid. Relocating instantly to help my platoon mate, not hesitating once in this course of dealing some damage to this Rheinmetall, so he was a one-shot for my platoon mate, and then I could start focusing elsewhere again. Then we have the relocation and just leaving the enemy and without them knowing. This made them waste a ton of time. And then we have hiding behind this wreck, just in case. Always think about your surroundings. As we can see here, looking around the corner, even though I'm going straight for this fountain, the enemy could still be around every single corner, even though you know where you're going. Be wary of your surroundings. And we're going to finish up with just something I found very weird. There is this chibi thingy. He's clearly playing, as we can see here. He rolled a little bit forward, and he turned his turret just a little bit more, and then he's just stopping here. Then what? Either this is the worst bot ever, or he just went AFK. So, oh, he's alive. He's alive. Oh, he's gonna roll forward. No. Okay. A meter. Okay, he rolled forward a meter. Yes, okay. It's a Chiha. It's a Chiha. I knew it. It's a Chiha. He's gonna disappear now because I'm rolling past my render range. But as I die, or roll down again, I spot him. And this is what he's doing with his time. Either he got the cheapest bot in the world, or he's just trolling everyone. What are you doing? What are you shooting at? Are you shooting at birds? What are you...